Since June 2018, the Department of Health and Human Services and a private contractor called BCFS have operated a massive tent city on the edge of Tornillo, a little town on the Texas-Mexico border. Officially, it's a migrant youth shelter for unaccompanied minors ages 13 to 17 who've made unauthorized crossings into the United States. Unofficially, it's a prison for kids. But whatever you call it, its operations have been highly secretive.
So they're flying in front of the tents of Tornillo. I look at those birds. I've been looking at those birds and thinking every time I see them that the birds are free and the kids are not. They're migrating. You've heard of that, right? Birds do it, people do it.
Josh Rubin moved to Texas to protest and publicize what was happening at Tornillo. Was it like this when you got here?
No, it's hot as hell.
After spending 3 months there, Josh is going home. In late December, weeks after it was revealed that HHS neglected to ensure fingerprint checks were conducted on workers, it was announced that Tornillo's contract would not be renewed. And now it's starting to tear the camp down. Vice News has learned that Tornillo is housing just 850 children, down from over 2,800 it held at its height. The federal government has released so little information about what goes on inside Tornillo that the best insight into the camp is a guy who's been standing watch outside its gates.
It's garbage.
It's garbage.
And garbage. Well, actually, not garbage. That looks like another cherry picker, doesn't it?
Yeah, what does a cherry picker do?
Well, you have to get high to lower the beams of these tents.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a painstaking process. These are such big tents.
So seeing this coming in to you indicates that they're...
Seeing that going out.
Oh yeah, what's that?
That's a mobile office.
Huh.
I don't think they have any mobile offices left in there.
This is a secret that horrifies most of us. You know, there are children being held in prison here. And I figured if they have a secret like this, the best thing to do to counter it is to bring it to light.
How did you swing 3 months away from work? Or like, what do you do for a living? What's your day job?
Well, I'm a software developer. You know, I'm also old. You know, I'm 66 years old. I am at an age where conceivably I could retire.
So this is your first step to retirement? Strangely enough.
Well, it might be.
Well, a lot of people they'll go on vacation.
Right.
But
I go to concentration camps at the border.
Concentration camps?
Yes.
You'd say it that plainly.
Well, why not? We've concentrated a population, isolated by ethnic group, where they live under severely regimented condition. This is a concentration camp. I mean, some people prefer internment camp. Some people prefer prison. They put it down here in this remote spot in the Chihuahuan desert. There's a reason for being out here in the middle of nowhere.
What is that reason?
They don't want us to see. They didn't want us to see. But we saw. And now they're closing it down.
HHS declined our request for a tour, but has stated, quote, "Our plan is to safely release unaccompanied children at Tornillo to suitable sponsors or transfer them to a permanent shelter." But even as the camp closes down, what's going on inside remains a secret.
You better get off the property now.
Okay, sir.
Move it.
We're just interested in learning what it's like for you as the camp is shutting down.
Over the last week alone, more than 1,000 children have been removed from the facility. But there's no indication what proportion of kids are going to families or ending up in other shelters. In the time we spent there, we saw scores of children shuttled out of the camp to federal court facilities in downtown El Paso, and many others to the airport.
I knew that using a place like this was an opening. It was an opportunity to open hearts, showing kids playing soccer, showing kids whose faces told you right away they were no threat.
But with reports that another existing overflow camp for kids in Florida may be adding 1,000 new beds and advertising 100 new jobs, the infrastructure of the highly secretive, large-scale detention of unaccompanied minors persists.